Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make some delicious empanadas stuffed with Nutella and strawberry jelly. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and stay tuned and let's go ahead and get started. For our ingredients, we are going to use all-purpose flour. For our Crisco, this is approximately 20 ounces and it's 3 Crisco bars. 1 glass container of Coke. You can also use 1 beer can if you don't have Coke. Cooking spray. Sugar. Cinnamon powder. And for my filling ingredients, I'm going to use Nutella and strawberry jam. You're also going to need 1 egg, a rolling pin, 1 circle cutter. Now, if you don't have one, it's totally okay. I normally use a cup or a container that has a circle shape, and I press it down and that will do just fine. 1 bowl to put all your ingredients in. 1 baking sheet. Now let's go ahead and get started. For our first step, we are going to grab our bowl and we are going to add 8 cups of all-purpose flour. Once our flour is in our bowl, we're going to go ahead and add our Crisco bars. Now for this step, your hands need to be nicely washed and clean because we are going to be mixing everything with our hands. It's just easier that way. Once I went ahead and mixed all my 3 Crisco bars, I should have a consistency of when I grab my dough, it sticks together. It's not too hard, but it's not too soft, and I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. So that's how I want my dough to feel like. Once it reaches that point, I'm going to go ahead and slowly start adding my Coke bottle. Now, as I am adding my Coke into the ingredient, I will continue to mix it around with my hand because I want it to reach a dough-like consistency. Now, I did go ahead and add the whole entire Coke bottle, and then I will just continue mixing it until I reach the desired. Once I reach the desired consistency for my dough, I'm going to go ahead and split it in 3 pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and grab them and make them in the circle shape and put them separately. Then I'm going to go ahead and cover them with plastic, and I'm going to go ahead and let them sit for 30 minutes. Now, while I wait for those 30 minutes for my dough to sit, I'm going to go ahead and do my mixture of sugar and cinnamon powder. So basically you just add sugar in a container, and then you're going to go ahead and add the cinnamon powder, and all you're going to do is mix it around until you get the desired or the taste that you'd like. This is a very easy step. Once I'm done with that step, I'm just going to go ahead and set it to the side, and that will be ready for my empanadas. Now for this step, I did went ahead and sanitize my countertop. Then I went ahead and added all-purpose flour. Now that my dough has been sitting for 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it. But before I start rolling it, I am also going to use and add all-purpose flour to my rolling pin. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and just start rolling it until we stretch it out and we're able to cut it. Now that my dough is ready to get cut, I'm going to go ahead and use my circle cutter, and I'm just going to go ahead and press down and make a lot of these circles. Like I said, it just depends what you have. If you don't have a circle cutter, then you can go ahead and use a cup or any container that has a similar shape. Now I'm just going to go ahead and move my circle shaped dough, and as I'm moving them, I will be sprinkling a little bit of all-purpose flour. That way my dough won't get stuck anywhere it gets sit on. Then I'm going to go ahead and just do this process over again until I reach the desired amount of empanadas that I would like to make for today. Next, I'm going to go ahead and spray my cooking sheet with baking spray. And that's just going to help it when it's cooking in the oven. My empanadas won't get stuck or get burnt. Now for my first filling, I am going to be using Nutella. With a small spoon, I'm going to go ahead and add a small amount to my empanada. I'm going to go ahead and close it like a taco or fold it like a taco. Then with a fork, I'm going to go ahead and seal it all around. Then I'll go ahead and repeat the same process for my strawberry jelly empanadas. I went ahead and separated my empanadas into cooking sheets. One is Nutella and one is strawberry jam. That way I won't get them confused. Now for our next step, in a small container or a small bowl, we are going to mix our 1 egg. And we're going to go ahead and bat the egg until it's all mixed. Now if you have a cooking brush, go ahead and use it. But in today's video, I don't have a cooking brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a piece of napkin. And I'm just going to go ahead and dip my napkin in my egg. And all I am using is just a very small amount. I don't want to over wet my empanadas. I'm just lightly tapping it. As you can see, lightly brushing it into my empanadas. And this is going to give my empanadas the golden brown look. And it's just going to make it taste so much better, you guys. This step is optional, but like I said, this will make a difference. Now once I'm done adding my egg to my empanadas, and then I'm going to go ahead and add it to the oven. I previously preheated my oven to 300 degrees. We're just going to go ahead and wait. Mine took about 35 to 40 minutes, but it just depends on the size of your empanada. If you make them bigger, they might take longer. But like I said, mine took about 35 to 40 minutes. Once they are ready, I went ahead and turned off my stove, but I also let it sit there for another 5 to 10 minutes. Then I took them out, and as they're still warm, I went ahead and dipped them in my sugar and cinnamon powder, because when they are warm, they will stick. So that's the time that you have to do that. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this process to all of my empanadas. Now, I 100% recommend you guys eat your empanadas with a nice cup of cold milk or a nice cup of cold soda. This is how my empanadas look like. They are ready to go and be eaten. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a slow motion real quick. All right, you guys, so here are empanadas, and we're going to go ahead and try them and see how they taste.
Let me see.
I'm going to try this one. Nutella.
Delicious.
It's so good, you guys.
Let me have another one.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on our next video.